We're like Hoda Kotb. We snuck out early. That's what she does. She's known for sneaking out of parties early.
We had to. I mean, we didn't want to. No, we got to see so many coworkers that we never get to see. So it's such a joyous time. Why are you laughing?
It was fun.
That's also why she's
struggling.
Really interested with 12-12-24.
12-12-24.
Yeah, we're struggling. Go to Lynette's Instagram because we just did a reel. It's kind of funny. All righty, let's talk about the forecast for today because I'm talking about more numbers and they're cold. Thankfully, the humidity is coming up. The fire danger is lower. The red flag warnings have expired. And now look at these very cold temperatures, especially up in the deserts. We've got a freeze warning in effect for Lancaster and other spots at lower elevations that are waking up to frost advisories. So bundle up this morning. The numbers in the 30s and even the 40s below the mountains, but 20s and teens for the mountains and over in the deserts. Now the highs for today are expected to get into the 60s. So we're coming down compared to where we were yesterday. We're going to have partly cloudy skies, changes from the past few days. And yes, we still have winds in the forecast, but the winds are going to be blowing in a different direction. That's because of a system that's up to our north. It's going to drag in a cold front and bring us a slight chance for some rain. But you notice that the bulk of the moisture is up to the north coming up. I'll talk about our rain chances. It's too early in the morning to be waking up to issues on the roads, but Robin, we are, and you're tracking it for us.
Yes, several issues, and this is one of them. We're tracking the drive through downtown LA because of an accident involving a driver that crashed into the sand barrels. You see the car, you see the sand barrels destroyed, sand scattered across the lanes here. This is the northbound 110 connector to north and south 101. You cannot transition from north 110 to north or south 101 because they're still cleaning up. Let's switch over to the map here. This happened at around 2:30 this morning. The traffic alert remains in place. I just continue north on the 110. Beyond the 101 split, just dump off the freeway, make a U-turn because you can head south. You cannot connect from the northbound side. So once again, they were hoping to have this cleared by 5 o'clock. We're about 30 minutes away. We'll definitely keep you posted. All other freeways traveling through downtown, fantastic. The 5 is in good shape. No problems coming out of East LA from the 10 or the 60. We'll check in on the 605. A problem there coming up next. Lynette, back to you.
Well, temperatures are starting off near or below freezing for some of you. We've got a freeze warning in effect for the high desert, frost advisory in effect for places like Calabasas. So bundle up this morning. That's not the only change I'm tracking. The details ahead in your first alert forecast. Here's traffic with Robin.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm tracking a number of problems. We have a traffic alert here in downtown LA. There's a trouble spot on the 605 in Avocado Heights and road work backing up traffic on the 10. I'll have all the details coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Yes, you got to warm up. I'm going to warm up by Estas son las mañanitas. That's going to be great. You know what? We're looking ahead to some other holidays. Christmas, 13 days away. Hanukkah's going to start on the same day and New Year's Eve just 19 days away. So we're in the swing of things, everyone. And when it comes to our forecast, hey, it's starting to feel like the holidays as well. We've got some changes to talk about, but they are for the better, thankfully, lowering our fire danger, higher humidity, some calmer winds near the fire zone, but the winds will be picking up in a few other spots. So here's what you can expect this morning. It's cold. We do have a storm system that's up to our north. It's going to increase the cloud cover, bring us a slight chance for some drizzle during the afternoon, and the winds are going to pick up. This time around, the winds blowing in from the ocean. You're going to feel them at the coast, you're going to feel them in the deserts, and you're going to feel them once again in the mountains. And it's because of this big storm system up to our north. So if you take a closer look, satellite and radar, you see kind of this like semicolon that's developing up to the north. That's the center of our storm system. But it's got a cold front associated with it that's bringing a lot of rain and even some snow up to our north. Now, we're not expecting much moisture here. That cold front drying out by the time it arrives, but it will bring some colder temperatures, cloud cover, and that slight chance for drizzle, as well as some strong winds. This morning is a cold one. We're waking up to a frost advisory over in Calabasas and Ojai, and a freeze warning in the high desert for places like Lancaster and Palmdale. This in place until 9 a.m. The temperatures here are near or below freezing. I hope you took the time to protect your pets and your plants because they could really feel it with these kinds of temperatures. Now, the other alert I have in effect is going to be a wind advisory. That will be in place for the San Bernardino Mountains, the high desert, and also the low desert. This starts at 1 o'clock and it goes all the way through midnight. So the gusts here could get up to 60 miles per hour. That could cause some challenging travel conditions for you. It could also cause some downed trees, some damage, and also some blowing dust. Now let me time out these winds because this morning things are starting off calm, but look at how these winds pick up in the deserts during the afternoon. That's because this onshore flow is going up and over the mountains and it's causing these winds to accelerate. So you're going to feel them during the afternoon. Now as we head into the evening, notice how the winds, they start to diminish in those communities, but they're going to stick around all the way through tomorrow. Now as we take a look at our rain chances, it's not much. It's scattered. It is light, if any, but I don't want you to get caught off guard if you have to use those windshield wipers. This morning, I think it's going to be dry when you head into work or drop the kids off at school. And here we are looking at the weather through the afternoon. We'll have that cloud cover over LA County around 4 p.m. A drizzle chance over in Orange County and the Inland Empire. And then after that time, the weather starts to dry out. In fact, we're back to the sunshine on Friday. Now let's get to the 7-day forecast because the temperatures will be almost 10 degrees cooler than yesterday, 60s. And a series of storms passing to the north will keep passing clouds in our forecast straight through next week and also that cool feel. So you see those temperatures in the 60s all the way through next week. The forecast in the valleys and Inland Empire, numbers here, 60s today, over the weekend could get close to 70. Early next week we have those 70-degree readings. For our high desert, low desert community, watch out for the winds. That's the main issue. Gusts potentially up to 60 miles per hour and windy for our friends in the mountains. A cold morning in the teens. Highs today there will be in the 40s. That's your weather, everyone. Here's traffic with Robin.
Thank you, Belen. Some slightly better news this time around. We have all lanes open here in downtown LA after a major accident involving a driver that spun out and crashed into the sand barrels. So crews have to clean that all up. Northbound 110 to the north and south 101 connector. All lanes are open here. No major delays and traffic is moving through well. So get on out there and travel through downtown LA for now. Well, we're trouble free. We will see how long that lasts, but at least that traffic alert is out of the way. There is some road construction underway as you work your way out of Mid-City heading toward Culver City. This is the westbound side on the 10. It's between La Cienega and Venice Boulevard. Lanes are reduced. I believe it's only one lane that's open. It's for slab repair. This is scheduled to continue for another 30-40 minutes or so, but that's why you have that unexpected slow traffic there heading west, and that's why your drive time is at 23 minutes to make it from the 5 all the way over to the 405. 101 looks good. 110 looks good out of Carson. The 605, that's going to be a little slow through Avocado Heights. We have this crash involving a car, a semi. The semi caught fire. Northbound 605 to the 60. You cannot transition to east or west 60. Those ramps are closed. There's oil in the lanes. There's a lot to clean up here. They hope to have it done by 6. That's why you have that backup that's growing. So leave early. We'll check the drive time coming up in my next report. Adrienne Lynette, back to you.
All right, see you shortly, Robin.